Okay, so welcome along. As you're just joining me just now, just picked up a load from Bellingham. We'll just review the load. I've got a load of toys, 31,000 pounds of toys. Picked up from Bellingham, heading for Fort Collins. So it's a pretty big haul. 1,452 miles. Game time says 27 hours. I've got 70 hours to get it there. So, okay, so we just missed our turn off, so it's going to take a little bit longer. So now we've just added 20 miles to it. Okay, so yeah, we'll get out of here, and I'm driving a P908 RTA mod, and I have a TSA drop deck B double on the back. Yeah, I'm doing 75. I'm trying to make up a bit of lost time. I buggerized around at Bellingham. I've got a modified bit of Sonia, and I was just checking it out to see how it looked inside game, and quite happy with the appearance of it in game at the moment. So we're going to be taking this exit here, and engine that's in this one at the moment is an RTA Cummins 605 chipped motor with a I think it's an Eaton 18-speed gearbox. Nice to get the road ranges. I drove with those when I was driving W models. So I'll just turn into this. Got something weird going on with the speeds on the GPS at the moment as well. Every time you get to certain places, it goes wonky. I did have another person's base in the game at was at Salt Lake City, and all of a sudden all the speeds everywhere went wonky. I thought I'd removed all of that out of the way, but yeah, obviously not. So we'll have to play with that and see what the heck's going on there, and we'll take it from there. We'll get out of this this zone here, because it seemed to affect Seattle too. So we'll get out of this zone and into another area, and it'll clean up and go back to the proper exits. I better go back to actually driving. Get rid of that mirror. I don't like those. Side of the truck, that's what they're for. I continue to sit on 75. Not bad speed. And I've got the replacement drive, because I was hauling a heavy load before with this truck, and obviously now I'm not. I hope you can hear me better now. Yeah. If you couldn't hear me before, sorry about that. But, yeah, my microphone was pushed way over out of the way. I got a nice long haul to go, and we're on our way to Wenatchee, or however you say it. Be driving through there, or past there. Not quite. Anyway, we're on the I-90, I guess you'd call it. And we've got a way station coming up here, which we'll probably get pulled into. One out just out of Bellingham I was pulled into as well. Soon find out if we got to stop. I can bypass it. Awesome. So just round this little guy up. And we'll keep an eye out for coppers and hope I don't get caught by any. I am 15 over. Was going to slip back in the left-hand lane, but I won't. Love the sound of the engine that's in there, the Cummins Chip 605. It's got a really nice sound. Jake brake sound's not too bad. Let's put those windows up, close a bit of the noise out. And there we go. If anybody wants to say g'day, I have got the chat box is there, and I can see it. It's just down there on my left side. So I can look down and see the chat box. And I do have a Discord that I can jump onto if need be, if you want to chat more, either about the mods. I did just get the Western Star 4800 from RTA yesterday. Been playing with it a fair bit, but really enjoyed that. You book them, Dano. Keep chasing them car drivers and leave me alone. No, one of the things I like about ATS, especially with the new mod, you can drive with other people and enjoy the scenery, and you also have, the roads aren't empty, they've got things going on. You know, there's AI traffic in there. I don't have an issue with the numbers of people. I just can't wait for it to actually allow us to have our own mods running in the multiplayer sessions, because I would be running these things all the time. I don't know what it would show me up as, because it's not a replacement of another truck. It's actually its own mod. I'm thinking that it may actually show me up as a Western Star day cab, because I think when I tried to forgot that I was running this truck once before. I went into Truckers MP, and to do that you got to turn off all your mods, or it turns off all your mods for you. And I was sitting in a Western Star, and the worst part about that is when I came back and turned all my mods back on again, or played single player, I was still sitting in a Western Star. So I was very disappointed about that. I had to go and build my truck again. Unfortunate for me, but That taught me that if I want to save my truck configuration, get out of it before I go in multiplayer. I've been trying to get some Idaho potato runs done, and it just hasn't been happening. I've got the big potato and 2 other loads so far. So there must be a huge number of people trying to get that achievement. Wouldn't mind the little packet of chips to sit on the dash there. It looks like I've got a glitched mirror ball. Actually, that should be a skull. The shiny skull. So we might just have a look for a repair centre, and we'll go in there and have a quick sticky beak. Get a repair centre on our journey, so as we're not. We'll go up for this one here. Be able to get off at that one. Go across there to get into there. And then get back on. Yep. Alright, so we've set ourselves a destination. And unfortunate about that bus. Oh, now he moves over. Lost all our momentum. So down on 59, 60 mile an hour at the moment, which is the speed limit. But I'm intending on going faster than the speed limit. Now, Fairland bus or Greyhound bus. Quite strange not to see the new coaches in there and just seeing those old looking Greyhound coaches. So, just give you a bit of a quick sticky at the external view of it. Nearly at that Armco. Triple axle. Right. Get into this left lane, right lane. Got a fair ways to go before we need to get off though, because that'll be at Pendleton. I'll have a look at what's going on with the baubles. And the other things that should be in my cab. Hasn't been quite the same since I put the Western Star 480 4800 series in. A lot of things, well, not necessarily went wonky, but I can't actually access the proper wheels and tyres for this actual truck anymore. That's one thing that has gone wonky. It seems that the 4800 tyres, wheels and tyres, have overwritten. It might be just the fact that they're the same names and the same tyres and everything, but made myself in town pretty much. 40 mile an hour. Get just over it.
Go straight on. Keep right, and then continue straight on. Go straight on.
Too busy sightseeing, I missed the speed limit change. Ah, and that set of lights. Oh, emergency stop there, or heavy stop. Good thing there are only like teddy bears in the back.
Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right.
If I around that bend, eh?
Keep left, and then turn left. Turn left.
Might just adjust my seat forward because which will mean I'll have to adjust my mirrors. That's as far in as they go, so I might have to adjust my seat back a little bit. Have a look if I... Someone said 65, but I'm going to go 70 and see how that works. Righto. Go again.
When possible, make a U-turn.
It's a pretty big kit. Pretty cool piece of kit. And the high beam off. Brakes, turn the engine off, and let's get in there. Don't think I got any damage, but a minute there I thought we were going to crash. Ooh, not liking changing screens, but anyway, let's get inside. Oh, for some reason I've got the 8-ball up there. Not what I had. I had this guy here. And put my hat up there. Or did I have that? Rest of it can stay. Oh, hang on. Get rid of this. I don't see any point in it. Not of any use. Now I like the shiny shit. I'm going to go. Alright. Let's have a look. Might put some light smoke on. One of these has actually got I don't know. I think they look tougher. I'm going to stick with those.
Ready to roll.
Funny that it's not really working now, but smoke blower. No? Plenty of DPU to drive a little bit of smoke. over 100 frames per second here, so I've boxed myself in here before. Well, into these particular type of, truck dealers, the Volvo ones. Righto.
Turn left. Keep right, and then continue straight on. Go straight on.
Lights on. Okay, let's go.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Oh, this guy is. Thanks, bud. I've got a green light now anyway. Gonna be turning left up here. Yeah. 1200 roughly to go. Many hours to get there. Many hours of game time driving. That'd be very liberal.
Keep left.
I don't actually run fatigue because, like I say before, I got my own built-in fatigue. Oh, I just missed that one, eh? Oh well. Pretend it's green? Yeah, what the heck, why not? That was nice of them to give us a green left turn arrow. I will get back into the cruise control. The wheel I'm using is a Logitech G923. So I've got numerous controls on it, one of which is a dial that I can up speeds on my cruise control. That's what I've got it set for, which makes it much better doing stuff like that. Means I don't have to look down for a control and click it a dozen times to get somewhere. I just grab a hold of it and spin it. Look down at the cruise control until it gets to where I want it to be. It's a little bit twisty here, so I think I might not quite go back off a little bit. actually running fairly liberal sort of mid-range stability control on the truck and trailer. It's not stable like a racing car. It will roll. Suspension's a little bit soft, so as again it'll roll. Just to add a little bit of difficulty to it. Now I got a donk that'd pull a friggin' log tractor out of a friggin' barn. I can get up the hills pretty well. Haven't found too much that slows me down, but I'll still take the slower trip for the corners. Try and stay in one lane as well, I guess. Might help. Just move, buddy. Shiny skull back now, so I'm happy. I don't feel as alone. Do have another configuration of this trailer that's in actual fact it's a ag combination. Same trailers, but it has a dolly on the second trailer. It actually behaves a lot better, and it has a much less trailing arc than what this one does. It tracks way better around corners and stuff like that. Get round tighter corners with that on than what I can with this one. And it's a little bit longer. But I decided to go with this one. Basically because it's triple axle dolly and it's only 31 tonnes, or 31,000 pounds. Alright, we'll pull in. Hey. Lost about 1,000 pounds in fuel. Also running a different another mod in the game that gives me longer trains. up to about 50 cars. And at the time, the guy, Yancey, in his comments said that he hasn't worked out how to put more engines on than what's actually on it. It appears he's got, an engine at the back there as well. So there's more than one engine. That one there is probably quite long. They're up to 50 cars. I was going to take the ones that go to 100. I thought, nah, no point doing that. I can tell you one thing though, it does make it a little bit exciting when you're sitting at a railway crossing and you've got a train crossing in front of you and it's got 50 cars on it. You're sitting there going, is this thing ever going to end? Well, no. What have we got going on here? Not a very bright thing to do, guys. On a corner like that. Going the wrong way, buddy. Like I say, I do have my own fatigue system built in, and I can start to feel it kicking in. So, and I do need to get up and go for a bit of a walk shortly, just to exercise my legs, otherwise I'll get clots in them or something. I don't know what the stream's like. I'm hoping it's okay. Says I'm pumping out 60 frames per second, and there's only a 3% CPU hit. I'm running a relatively high bit rate, so hopefully that's making the resolution pretty decent. Ooh. Like I said, starting to drift a little bit. Done about 500 miles. But we'll get into this lane here and we'll jump in the next truck stop that I find. And we'll get out of this one because it always causes havoc when trucks and cars are merging out of those ramps. Okay, so we'll go up here. And I'll take a 5-minute break. Be back.
Finding a new route.
Just fix up that damage whilst I'm stopped. And I might just get rid of that smoke as well, because that might be causing that lagginess.
Never mind. I'll find a new route.
Okay, so we ended up crashing. Game crashed out to desktop. So I'll start that back up again. See where I'm at. Sorry about the black screen behind you. You should be seeing the game starting anytime now. Now, the SDK pack that you just saw start up is actually for a Stream Deck add-on that I use. It allows me to get feedback from the game to make different buttons I have change, and that way you get proper responses to whether or not I've got something clicked or not. I've got a feeling that I'm going to be still driving down the highway. I will have a look at where I'm at here. All right. Well, I might shut the stream down for now at this point and maybe start it up again later on. But thanks for watching, and probably see